Let's make this skirt. So first thing I'm going to do is to draw a start point, which is going to be the waistline. I will measure from the waist to the hip depth and mark that up. From the waist to the line of the skirt, and I'll also mark that up. I'll go ahead and connect it up with straight line. After doing so, what I'm going to do is to go ahead and level them up, the waist, the hip, and the line of the skirt. I'll go ahead now, take the round waist divided by 4, the round hip divided by 4. The round hip divided by 4, I will mark it on the hem. Then I'll be adding 1 inch to each. You can do 2 inch. I'll connect those part up with just like you can see me doing right here. After doing so, I'm going to go ahead now and come here. I'll be going up by at least 1.5 inch, but for this tutorial I'm going to be doing 3/4 inch. For a normal pattern, big pattern, go up by 1.5 inch or even 2 inch. Connect it just like you can see me doing, and I'm going to go ahead and I will cut it up and open that up. Once I'm done opening it up, the next thing I'm going to do is to go ahead and connect this line straight to meet the other sides. Then I'll connect my line, but I'll make sure I end where my nipple to nipple line is. You can go ahead and connect those lines up to 4, but I make sure to end where your nipple to nipple line is. I will just mark my nipple to nipple and divide it again into 2. From this side, I'm going to go ahead and come down by at least 4 inch. For the front, we always do 4 inch, that depth, and then mark a ½ inch both. After marking the ½ inch, I'll use this pattern like this to cut up the back, but make sure you add your zipper allowance before you do any splashing and spray method. Alright, I will use this pattern like I said to cut the back. Then I'll go ahead and cut them up, but while I cut it up, I make sure I don't cut the whole piece. So I should leave a little bit of small paper so it should be able to hold the pattern. I'll go ahead and grab another paper. I'll go ahead now to put my pattern into another paper. I mean, the white paper is already under. Then you can go ahead to spray it up by 1 inch to 2 inch, depending on you. But before I go ahead and do so, I'll just fold this my dart inward. I use my paper gum to hold that up. You can use your pin if you wish to. That is fine. All right, so let's go ahead and spray it up. Like I said, you can do 1 inch, you can do 2 inch, is fine. Now what I'm going to do is to go ahead now. I will spray that up. You can do 1 inch, you can do 2 inch. I'll be using my paper gum to hold it up to the paper. As you can see, I placed white paper on it. Like I said, you can do 1 inch, you can do 2 inch, it's up to you. I'll just go ahead and hold it up with my paper glue, spray them up almost the same distance. Then after doing so, I want to make sure that everything is good and neat. The next thing to do is to go ahead and connect it up. Now here is what I am going to do. I'll place my ruler up like this. I'm going to connect it all the way straight upward. All right. Then after that, I will connect it up to meet this other side of the skirt. All right, you want to make sure that the length is the same. Then after that, we're going to go ahead and cut it up. I will cut this up, but remember, always add up your hemming allowance or any allowance you want to add, so you'll be able to hem or fold what the edges of your fabric, whatever allowance you choose to, you go ahead and just do those. So I've cut this up. I'm going to gather up these points here like we always do. Pleat it up or you gather it up. No, I'm pleating this up. All right, sorry about that. I'll just pleat this up, bring them up together, and I also do the same thing to the last one. Once I'm done doing so, I will go ahead now, fold now this part here, the longer part. I'm going to fold it up to meet the other side of the skirt. You want to make sure that everything is looking good and smooth. If there's anything that you don't really like around there, you're going to go ahead now and just adjust it. And if you take note that whatever I have done here is a little bit long, so I'll have to go ahead now and cut again this age for it to fit the waist of this skirt, for it to fit the waist of the skirt. Okay, so make sure that whatever you have at this triangle, it should meet up the waist of the skirt. I have already gone ahead now to adjust it. As you can see, it meet up the waist of the skirt. So I hope you find this tutorial helpful. If you find it helpful, please don't forget to follow Anita Handmade Creation for more lovely tutorial coming up very soon. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you some other time. Please follow me up on my Facebook account, on my TikTok, on my YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube. Subscribing is free. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you some other time. Bye bye.